All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live from the Kellyville Event Center, home of the Kellyville Ponies. We are in Game 8, the final stretch, the last one for the night. The Kellyville Ponies against the Bristow Pirates. Man, I'm excited for this one. Mostly because it's the last one of the night and I get to go home and sleep after this, but also because it's going to be a great matchup. I don't have the lineups quite yet, but we're about to get right into it. They usually do it without about a minute 30 left on the original clock. We're looking at a minute 43 right now, so looking forward to it. First time the Ponies have been on KVrising this season, this basketball season. Not something that we usually want to do, but something that usually has to happen due to work schedules and things of the sort. But we're happy to be back, happy to be here. Joined with my co-companion Terry Wiggs.
It's good to be back. We'll let you listen to the starting lineups.
Okay, there's the starting lineups for both teams. Terry, you got anything to say about this matchup?
Well, I know that, like I said earlier, that the Bristow-Kellyville ball game is kind of like an OU-OSU game. It really doesn't matter the standing record of either team. These two teams have always been extremely competitive with each other. So I'm looking to a nice competitive game. I don't know anything about Bristow this year. Hadn't seen them. Kellyville doesn't play them in regular season, so we'll see how it goes.
Shot off the mark, rebounded by Miles. And Lawrence down low.
Nice feed by Nance. Talked to Coach Fairchild earlier and talked about Nance and his growth from last year to this year. He's just a sophomore, but he plays more like a late season junior, early season senior with the confidence that he has.
Like that right there.
Right there, he's already got 4 on the board, 4 of the 6 points for Nance. And there's a walk by Bristow and a turnover. So Kellyville with a quick 6-0 lead. And Cronster a little off the mark there on that lay-in from the inbounds. Nice rebound by Cronster.
Cronister for 3. Shots just off the mark. Rebounded by Bellis. Bellis back to Nance up near half court.
You know, three of the 5 boys I've personally watched grow up through the Kellyville basketball program here. And it's amazing to see the development as these kids come up through middle school and into their freshman year.
Bellis, that's rebounded by Tate Jackson for Bristow.
These kids start off as freshmen and they develop into leaders. You got Bellis and Miles. Provide good leadership here. You got Caden Ayers, who took a couple seasons off from playing basketball. He was all about football for the longest time and decided to come out here his senior year and play basketball. And he's a good addition. Gets great minutes off the bench. Good addition on defense.
That's one thing I respect about Caden Ayers is, compared to some of these guys, he's not the tallest on the court, but he always goes for the biggest guy. That's one thing I've noticed. These guys on top of the key, Jackson, he was up there guarding it, and he was in his face. He was in his face the entire time. He had his hands in his face. And, while the mismatch was there was not really an advantage as far as height difference.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a different disadvantage in height, but where he makes up for that is his speed, and then because of his height, he is able to kind of sneak around and surprise guys when they got the ball and knock the ball loose and get some steals, like right there.
Yep, the
right
perfect example.
Yeah, great steal by Caden Ayers. Oh, and that ball's Nance lost the handle and it kind of went off his foot there and trickled out of bounds. So turnover here. So we're kind of stuck on this 6-0 game for a moment. Rebound by Miles, gets over to Bellis. Bellis to Wallace, but Wallace took a little extra step there as he prepared for the shot. So shot went in, but they called it off.
Backdoor pass there.
Bellis tried to draw the charge, but was unsuccessful. So Bristow finally on the board there. Just under 5 minutes, but Kellyville answers right back with 2 from Wallace to maintain that 6-point lead. About right at halfway mark of the first quarter. Good defense right there by Miles, causing the turnover. And he takes it full length and rolls it in for 2.
Ponies pressing a little bit on the opposite side of the ball.
That's a nice move there. Let's see, that's number 3. Jackson for Bristow. That was a good drive and move from him. Get that hard contested shot. Bellis on the outside for 3, and it's good. That's his first attempt. We'll see if he gets hot. I've seen him get hot in games on 3-pointers and rack up some points in a hurry.
Well, yeah, that's where his strong suit is hand in his face.
Nance on the outside here. Nance drives in the paint, kicks it back out to Wallace. Wallace for 3, it's in and out. Bristow with the rebound. And there's Ayers contesting the pass, but then backs off. And Ayers disrupts that play, knocks it loose, down to Nance. Nance has the easy lay-in. Another disruptive play by Wallace. And Nance with the no-look fake pass. And then the one-handed lay-in.
Good steal by Chronister there. One-handed grab to Ayers. Ayers goes up with it, just short.
So again, not keeping statistics when I wish I was. I believe Nance has got 8 points.
Terry, we need to buy you a book.
Well, I usually come with one, but it's been so long. I'm just out of sync.
Hey, if there's any Kellyville fans out there that want to keep a book for us that are off tomorrow or Saturday, feel free, come up. We'll provide the book for you, possibly if we can find a book. But
hey, I can find some paper.
We can always make a stat sheet.
We'll make a stat sheet.
I came into this tournament all prepared. I was like, you know what? I'm going to print some stuff. I'm going to print rosters, stat sheet, fact sheets. I forgot to do it all. So now we're stuck with these little paper cutouts of rosters
They work. They absolutely work. I pulled in the parking lot from work today and realized I was just going to bring a notebook pad to just write some notes on, and realized I left it at work.
I mean, I had rosters like this that I was going to print. Had coaching staff, administration, everything on it, numerical roster, alphabetical roster, and I forgot to print it all.
Well, first year learning experience. And quietly, Kellyville here has expanded their lead, kind of unnoticed in a way. 17-4, as the first quarter is about down to 1 minute. Bristow moving the ball around a lot, but can't find anything, and there's a rebound underneath, but that pass is intercepted. And Bellis with the rebound. Bellis down to Wallace. Wallace waits for traffic to go by, puts it up. Can't get it to fall, but ended up rebounded by Miles.
Lawrence, good rebound there. Let's put it back up.
Kellyville doing a good job keeping Bristow on the outside, and there is the buzzer for the first quarter. Kellyville with a comfortable lead here, 19-4 after one.
Yeah, I kind of want to put the spotlight on J.R. Lawrence, number 33 for the Ponies. The only freshman, very calm, very cool, collected. You know, the handful of times, I can count on one hand the times I've seen him get mad. He's very cool and collected for a freshman. It's not what you'd see coming out of a starter. Usually, you know, he came from Lone Star, I believe. But, you know, coming out as a starter, as a freshman, you know, you're not usually that calm, cool, collected. You see these players having feuds and fights with other players on different teams, and you're usually holding a grudge for, you know, not handling that fight properly, or, you know, another kid from another school, you want to fight them because they fought your teammate. But he's very calm and collected, and for a freshman, I truly respect that. And so just a little spotlight on him real quick.
Yeah, I second that. I mean, I don't, you know, this is, I think, only my third game to watch this year. And I noticed that the very first game that I watched, I hadn't seen him before. And like I was talking to Coach Fairchild earlier, it's unusual to find freshmen that are that way. That can start and you know, have that kind of confidence and appear that they've been in that position for a couple of years. I believe they're going to get Ayers on the foul there.
Once again, Ayers, great defense there.
That ball's in and out and picked back up by Bristow. And Kellyville still, Bristow's having a hard time getting in the paint. And they're going to call a jump ball there, and that's going to be Kellyville's ball.
You know, we were talking about Ayers and his height differential there, but, you know, I've seen something far better than just a height differential. I've seen other opposing players panic as they see him running up to them. So causing them to stutter step, sometimes travel. You can see kind of a panic because of that speed and agility.
Nice rebound by Bellis, who gets it over to Nance. Back to Bellis. Bellis wanted the three, but he drives the paint. Now he can't get the lay in the fall, but Cronster, or no, Hanson, I'm sorry. Hanson with that rebound. And right there, that's one of the first times, one of the few times Bristow's pushed it into the paint, and kind of it was a nice block out of bounds, double team there by Kellyville to disrupt that shot. Nice inside look. Oh, Cronster couldn't get it to go. Got his own rebound, but put it back up, and it just couldn't go. Bellis again tried for the charge, but the ref wasn't buying it. Nice jumper by Bellis.
There's that hand in his face again.
Yeah, baseline. Yeah, it seems like he just shoots better if he's got pressure on him. But some guys like that. They'd prefer that pressure than just be wide open.
There it is.
Bellis one of 3 on the charge attempts, but actually talking about that in the 3 games that I've watched, well, not 3 full games, obviously, two games and about a quarter and a half. I've seen Bellis. I think that makes the ones I've seen. I think that makes his 4th charge that he's drawn. So he does a pretty good job there on the defensive end. Again, you see him get hot on the 3-pointer, you'll see him put up 21 in a quick hurry. And he's got a very unique. I think he's got a very unique shot. It's got a very high arch, but he makes it work. Oh, what a save there by Bristow. And the one-on-one is easy put in there by DeShazno. So 11-point ball game here, halfway through the second period. There's a bank 3. Casajo with a bank 3-pointer. Nance looking for the foul, but didn't get it. Here comes Bellis driving in, and he does get the foul call. So Bellis is going to go to the line, shooting 2. And that one's in and out. And here comes Wallace and Miles back in the game. Going to give Chronister and Ayers a break. Not sure what the ref is. There's some discussion with the coach. He was looking at Bellis's. I think he was looking at Bellis's leg. I don't know if Bellis maybe has some blood on his leg or something. So it kind of forces Fairchild to call a timeout because Bellis was at the line. I don't know what the.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to hear what the holdup is here.
Yeah, I think he had some blood on him, but I mean, what's the? I don't know what the rule is there. I mean, Fairchild called a timeout so he could clean the blood. They were telling him he had to leave, but he's the one shooting the free throws. So
why does the timeout need to be called? That should be an official timeout.
I would think that would be an official timeout.
Because if there's blood on his leg, it's already being stopped because you can't even see his leg because he's wearing those leg guard things, the white leg sleeves. So
yeah, I don't know.
So what happens if he's not out of the locker room by the time?
Again, I'm not a basketball expert. I know the rules like the back of my hand or anything. So I'm not sure if they can use a substitute he's out, but I'm not sure if they can use a substitute.
Okay, so the leg pads or the
his
tights are taken off.
leggings, and he's got a wrap on his right, just below his knee. So he had some blood, but I mean, no harm, no foul, I guess, unless we need that timeout later. But
both teams have taken a timeout, so. Makes the free throw anyway.
yeah, after running to the locker room and running back out, goes to the line and sinks it. And Kellyville's able to get back after that press. They were beat to the goal, but Bristow wasn't able to handle it and took a little extra time, allowed Kellyville to catch up on defense. They almost disrupted prior to half court, and there
you go, Miles right there to
Miles.
Nance.
Nance got a finger on it and then couldn't handle it, and Miles came up with it and tossed it over to Nance. Nice move by Bellis. Miles with the rebound and the putback for two. Kellyville with the press. And there's the steal. Lawrence, and he gets it taken back. And all along underneath. But Bellis causes some good disruption. And after all that, a couple balls knocked loose, block, and the ball goes out of bounds right at half court. It's going to be Bristow ball.
Looks like Ty Bishop for Bristow limping off the court. Got to get a substitute in there. Bring in number 10, Boston Estes.
Two minutes remaining in the half. Nice underneath to Bellis. And he's fouled as he goes up, so he'll go to the line. And Bellis missed his first attempt. And gets the second one to fall. And Bellis with the steal and the shot, and is fouled again, so he'll go to the line again. Bellis working on his free throw stats tonight. Gets that one to fall.
I mean, this is one way to do it.
Yeah. And one of two times in a row, and Kellyville gets another steal. And they're going to call a foul push on Bristow, so Kellyville with the ball at the baseline under the goal. Out to Nance, back to Bellis. Bellis with a quick jumper. That shot's a little too strong. And there's a three by number 23, Allen, for Bristow. Knocks it back to a 10-point game. Call a jump ball. Bristow's got possession. Bristow coach wanted a foul. There's a lot of hand action going on over there between both players, but no foul. Ayers with the reach in grab, and then a technical called, I believe, on number 31. And I'm not sure what the call was. I saw the ref do the technical sign, but I'm not sure who it was on, because they haven't put it on the board and they haven't announced. So I don't
know if he turned around and gave it to the table on what the call was.
Yeah, I'm guessing Ayers reached in and just ripped that ball out from DeShazo, and I think DeShazo had some words with Ayers, possibly. It's what it looked like from up here, but I don't know. Nice rebound. That's nice rebound there. And Bristow gets pressure and tries to throw it back. That's number 23 there. Allen is pressured and tried to feed it back to one of his teammates and just threw it out of bounds. Kellyville again with the press. Bristow gets it across. Here's the trap. There's a steal by Bellis. Bellis, I don't know how that's not a kick ball, but okay. Sajo, he was advancing with the ball, and I think he just slipped, fell down, the ball rolled out. So less than 10 seconds here before half. Ball's knocked loose.
Yeah, there's a wet spot on that floor. They need to clean it up. Oh, wow.
Man, right at the buzzer, off the glass. Yeah, there's definitely a wet spot. Bellis hit the same spot and fell down on the same spot that DeShazo, I think Mario's brother's throwing some bananas on the floor or something.
Yahoo!
So here we are, halftime, Kellyville 31, Bristow 16. We got 10 minutes on the board, so we'll see you back in about 7 or 8 minutes. Take a break, get something to eat. We'll see you back.
right, we are back after halftime. They took my mints away.
Oh, wow, we got a, I'm not sure they called that on. Okay. For a moment there, I got Nance, and he flew by, but he didn't come close to touching anybody. So number 11 there, Alexander, makes it a three-point play. And Nance, that ball just, it did not want to go in the basket. It rolled all around the rim and fell short. Kellyville's going to maintain possession. Inbounds by Nance. And 10 able to come up with it, but his shot short. Cronister, nice bounce pass. And the bucket by Lawrence. Great bounce pass by Cronister. And he makes a three-point play there for Kellyville. Kellyville back with the press.
Bellis was setting up for that charge again.
Nice move by Cronister. Kellyville with the press again. Well, that was an awkward play.
Strange.
Yeah, no foul called, and Lawrence went to the ground, and the ball just ended up in his lap. I'm not sure that.
Miles, good play there.
Yes. On that last play, though, I'm not sure how there wasn't. I kind of feel like either Lawrence got the charge or he got
a block.
But no call. That was kind of an unusual play there. There's just a big collision there, just for nothing, no whistle or anything. Cronister. And there's a block. As Cronister drove in, he couldn't get it to fall, but he'll go to the line for two. And Cronister makes his first. And Cronister makes both. And that ball stolen by Bellis. Cronister got a hand on it. Bellis passes underneath to Miles. Miles puts it back for two. So the press is working pretty well for Kellyville tonight. Disrupted a lot of plays, caused some turnovers. A rebound by Bellis. Bellis Little floater pass to Miles. Miles is going to go in and little jumper. Falls short. Ball's loose on the floor. And it's going to roll straight to Bellis. He'll bring it back down. Cronister. Oh, he will get the charge, so basket no good there. Charge against Cronister. That's going to be his third with 5:30 left in the third. Just out of the reach of Cronister. Goes for the steal. Nice block by Mellis. Or I'm sorry, you're right, Miles.
Oh, nice deflection by Miles with his face there.
Yeah. (42-21). And number 11, Alexander, sinks his first attempt. And the second one's good to drop it to a 19-point lead. And
timeout.
Bristow calls the timeout.
Well, this game's gotten kind of out of hand as well. I mean, still quite a bit of time left. I mean, definitely nothing's set in stone, but Kellyville snuck out quietly to a 20-point lead.
Yeah, it started off. They were up by 6 real quick. I mean, within the first minute or so, and then Kellyville just has stuck to that press. It's disrupting Bristow's offense just enough where they can't get in any kind of groove. They're still scoring obviously, but they can't get any scores back to back. Can't even put any 3 or 4 6-0 runs together to get back in. Kellyville seems to answer, but now Bristow's got the press, and they're going to come away with a steal and a bucket. So now Bristow pressing. See kind of success they have here. And a long bomb by Bellis. And Miles couldn't catch up with it and get his feet set. They tried to burn Bristow with that press and just weren't able to. So now we're on the other end. So Kellyville going to press here. Bristow gets it through, and somewhat of an easy lay-in by Jackson. And here comes Kellyville past Bristow's press with Nance. Nance, coast to coast, right down the paint, drive in and score. That right there is what I'm talking about. I mean, that's a sophomore. Not afraid just to, especially his size. He's a little undersized, but he drives right in the paint and puts it up with the best of them. Nice steal by Ayers. Ayers tried to draw the foul and was short on the lay-in. Wow, Jackson there with Bristow. Tough points. Now we seem to be kind of trading points one end to the other. Nance for 3 at the top of the key, no good. And Miles and Bishop compete for the rebound, and it's going to be out on Bishop, so Kellyville with the ball. There's the pressure from Kellyville, and from Bristow, and Kellyville just can't get it to, can't take advantage. Another nice move by Jackson is coming on here in the late in the third for Bristow. Again, Nance struggled a little bit there on the lay-in. So quietly, Bristow's kind of closing the gap. Kellyville's at a 20-point lead, and Bristow's closing it down to 13 now. Almost a steal. Bellis, he got it for a brief moment. And Alexander is able to call the timeout as he falls on the ball. So Bristow timeout. It's not keeping stats, so I don't know if that was any kind of a 4-6-0 run by Bristow there, but they melted Kellyville's lead a little bit. Kellyville was pressing and still, stole the ball. They just couldn't get it, take advantage, couldn't get it to fall. So here we go, back underway. Right top of the key, Bristow three-pointer attempt. Get Bellis for that foul. That's going to be his second. So Kellyville with 6 team fouls. Bristow with just 2. And they're going to kind of thought that was a kind of just good defense, but that's going to be Cronister's 4th foul, and put Bristow at 1-1. So 1:49 left in the third. Cronister's going to have to take a break with 4 fouls. Bellis with the rebound. Bellis is unusually struggling tonight with his shots. He's usually got a better shooting percentage. He's playing good defense and getting some good steals and great rebounds. And he gets that one to go. That's normally what we see from Bellis on the drive-in. and the layups. But he's struggled a little bit tonight. Unusual. There's a three on the outside, and that's in and out and then back in by Allen. Bellis for three, and he sinks it. A long three for Bellis. Maybe that's all it took, is me to tell him he was having a bad shooting night, and then he just shuts me up and sinks it in, so I'm okay with that. There's another rebound. I'm still fighting for it. And Allen just launches it off of Ayers' leg to go out of bounds. 6.8 seconds left here in the third. That was some of the pressure right there you were talking about with Ayers. And what a shot by Allen. Ayers right in his face. But as they did that inbounds, long lob to Allen. And he was able to maintain and catch the pass, but Ayers came hot in on him, and you could tell it kind of startled him for a moment. But what a great shot there by Allen. Kind of off balance, almost threw it up and got it to fall though. So Bristow quietly pushed us down to a 12-point deficit. So a full 8 minutes to go. You know, Kellyville was had a 20-point lead. Actually 19 at the half, but 20-point at one time, and Bristow's hanging in there. Kellyville's just got to come out here in this quarter and close the game out. Keep their foot on the gas. They've, you know, in years past, not necessarily this team, but just Kellyville in general is kind of, I don't know if I'd use the word struggle, but they've had some games here and there where they just weren't able to maintain their lead and preserve their lead and let teams come back in the second half to fourth quarter. Nance with a nice jumper. And there's a nice jumper on the other end by Estes or Bristow. So for the time being, Kellyville and Bristow just trading buckets. Ballas with the steal there. Nance to Ayers in the corner. Ayers for three. Off the rim. Bristow comes up with it. Alexander underneath. Heavy traffic. Gets it knocked away. Miles comes up with it. I believe that was Bellis that knocked it loose. try for the alley-oop, and it's knocked away by Bristow. Now the hard foul by Bellis. Swatted at the ball and missed the ball and got all body. That's his third. Kellyville's got to be smart here with the fouls. They're at 18 fouls, so they get in double bonus here and give Bristow more opportunities at the line than what they need to be doing here. Point ball game. Again, Bristow just slowly chipping away at Kellyville's lead. Miles in the corner, way short. Easy rebound for Bristow. Number 2 there, Bishop. Alexander. Jumper, that ball was deflected just a bit from the backside. Cronister, got to be careful, he's got 4. Lawrence takes the charge as Allen goes in hard against him. Allen looks a little shaken up. Here comes Nance, coming strong. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. He called a push, and Bristow was literally just falling out of bounds. They were fighting over the ball, and the ball came loose, and his momentum caused him to fall back, and the ref saw a push, it just wasn't there. Nice rebound by Miles. Oh, they call a block, and
they wave off the shot.
They wave off the shot, but he's shooting. Okay, now they fix it. So bucket's good. They initially waved off the bucket, saying it was on the floor, but I don't know how you call a block on the floor in the shooting motion. But anyway, they fixed it, so Bella's at the line and makes it a 3-point play. So Kellyville back to a 14-point lead with right at 5 minutes remaining. There's the trap. Pass right to Cronister. Cronister does a smart thing, lets the defender go fly by, and easy lay in for Cronister. There's another loose ball. Oh, Alexander was able to pick it back up, but affected the shot there on the defense. Here comes Bellis. And Alexander's going to foul Bellis. Puts Bristow at 5 team fouls. So they got two fouls to spare before putting Kellyville at the line. Bellis, that ball's short off the front of the rim. Comes Allen, tries to get to Alexander. Alexander saves it, but shoots it right to Bellis. Bellis drives in and in for 2. I guess I should have made that comment a little sooner. Ever since I said that Bellis was having a little bit of a rough night on shooting, I don't know if he's missed. So I'll just say it sooner next time. There's a pass right to Wallace, so easy steal for him. And all of a sudden, Kellyville back out to an 18-point lead. Here comes Bellis, driving in the paint. Nice lay-in. He does miss that one, but Miles was there and couldn't get it to put back. So nice block by Miles as Jackson was putting that up for Bristow. What are they? What's going on? They get a free timeout or what?
No, just taking forever to sub out their players.
Just substitution here.
Good block by Miles there.
Yeah, fantastic block. I believe that's going to be Bellis's fourth. So both Bellis and Chronister with 4 fouls for Kellyville, and that does put Bristow in double bonus with 10 fouls, and Kellyville with 10 fouls, and Bristow still with just 5s with 3:15 left. Don't think it's going to cause any issues, but you never know. Ball's knocked loose. Nance picks it up. I've watched a lot of games where not necessarily foul trouble, but just team fouls. Double dribble called. I've watched a lot of Kellyville games where our team fouls got us in trouble at the end and put the other team at the line and allowed them to either get back in the game or stay in the game late. I don't know that that's going to matter here today, but nice floater there by Wallace.
I don't believe that touched any part of the goal other than the net.
No, it didn't. It was a great little short range jumper that just floated in there.
Oh man, collision.
Big collision.
My teammates.
Chronister knocks that out. Chronister's going to take a breather, and here comes Ayers back in the game. Under 2 minutes here. Kellyville back to 19. A nice move by Bellis. Can't get the shot to fall, but Nance is right there for the rebound and the putback. Now Kellyville up by 21. So late in the third, early in the fourth, it appeared Bristow was working back into this game. Got within 11. And then Kellyville said, no, I don't think so, and pushed it back out to 21. And now we're just above a minute remaining, so. So that's going to put Kellyville tomorrow night, Kellyville Bullies tomorrow night at 8:30. And I believe your girls play at 1. So pretty spread out tomorrow for the Kellyville fans. 1 o'clock for the girls game and 8:30 for the boys game. So boys will play Bethel, and the Kellyville Lady Ponies play Colcord. For your Bristow fans, it looks like Bristow plays, the Bristow girls plays Oaktaha, and that's at 7 tomorrow evening. The girls, Bristow girls, and it looks like your boys are going to play Ripley. Bristow boys play Ripley at 2:30. So hopefully everybody's able to come watch in person. But if you're not, we're here at KVrising, broadcasting all the games again tomorrow. So if you can't make it out, we'd love to see you here in person. Enjoy our facility, but if that's not possible, we got a mean old boss that won't let you skip work to come watch some basketball, then, pull it up on your computer and minimize it when he comes by. Just keep the volume down or they might clue in on you watching a game. But we will be here. First game's at 10 a.m., I believe. So make sure and join us tomorrow here at KVrising. Ayers goes in hard. Too much power there. Alexander on the other end puts in 2. That's going to put Kellyville at the line with Thornbrew. Shooting 1-1. And he sinks the first one, so he'll get a second attempt here. And he makes both of them, which pushes Kellyville back to the 21-point lead with right at 20 seconds left. Bristow using a lot of time to try to get a shot. They're going to, I believe the clock's going to expire before they're able to shoot. They shoot right at the buzzer, and it's no good. So there's your final. Kellyville by 21, 66-45 over Bristow. So again, folks, come out and see us. Enjoy our facility tomorrow in person. If you just absolutely can't do that, we'll be right here on KVrising, broadcasting all the games. First game's at 10, last game tomorrow night at 8:30 with your Kellyville Ponies. So make sure and join us one way or the other. Jacob, you got anything?
I would say have a safe trip home, but you're probably already there. So thank you for tuning in today. It was a long day of continuous talking, and my voice is going to be gone as soon as I walk through the doors of my home. But we'll be right back at it tomorrow here for the second day of the Kellyville tournament. I'm looking forward to it. As always, thank you so much for watching KVrising. Shout out to our presenting sponsors. Thank you so much for tuning in.